Let's take a look at some of our self-defense techniques against 3 common street attacks. These are 3 common street attacks that might happen to us, to you, to me, to Tom, when we're out there just kind of minding our own business, doing our own thing, you know, just going about our own day, man, just going about our own business, and someone decides to, hey, man, I'm going to pick on you for whatever reason it is. Let's make sure we got some solid moves to take care of these 3 top street attacks. All right, the first one, probably really one of the most common ones, this is that just crazy haymaker. Sometimes it's called that drunken haymaker, right? They're just going to come in and start flailing their hands at you. Maybe they kind of shut their eyes, put their head down. You see this in so many of those, like, you know, street fighting videos and stuff like that. Okay. Good news is that their head is down, so they're not really able to see what's going on and what they're doing, and they're probably really doing that just, you know, because they're it's out of fear, right? There's adrenaline. They're afraid, so they just kind of like hope for the best when they swing for the fences. So it's good for you that, you know, there's kind of like a little bit of lack of awareness, but it's also really dangerous because if you get knocked with one of those, you know, in the jaw, in the wrong place, it could be lights out. So the haymaker can still be very, very dangerous. So here's the deal is that when it comes to our self-defense, when it comes to the street stuff, you know, it's all cool. Maybe you can kind of keep some distance. You know, you get all this footwork going. He's throwing punches, right? You're doing all this cool, sweet, you know, slips and everything. But most of the time, you might be just doing whatever it is that you're doing, and maybe you catch something out of the corner of your eye, right? You're kind of hanging out with the girl, you're hanging out with the guy, you know, maybe you're hanging out, you know, at the carnival, you got the, you know, the kids are in line waiting for a ride or something, and you just kind of catch out of the corner of your eye that there's something coming at your face. You go, whoa, bam! So the cool thing is that this is going to be working off of that kind of more natural defense or natural flinch type of reaction where your hands just kind of go up. Okay, so you catch something out of the corner of your eye, you go, whoa, boom. We just got to train ourselves to go in, not go out. Because if I get my hands up and I go out, see, this is where if that can come through, right? Even just that one, it can come through when it's got some power on it and go, boom, if it collapses your hands. And this is why it's important that we're driving forward. We got to go into the opponent, into the threat. Okay, so as that haymaker comes out, bam, I'm going into it. Now from right here, let's give him some heavy artillery tools. Maybe a knee right to the nuts. Boom, give him an elbow. Bam, give him another elbow. Maybe a headbutt if you need to. That's going to make him stumble out, and then that's going to give you that room and that time to get out of there. Maybe grab your kids, pick them up, and go, right? Make sure you're training with some, you know, good 30, 40 pounds on you or whatever, so that way, you know, if you had to pick up your kids and run, you know, you can physically do it. All right, so let's take a look at that again. The haymaker comes in. My hands go up, and I step in. Okay, we want to be striking that you can strike this where it could be pretty jarring on him. And then right away, bam, give him a knee. Maybe give him a headbutt. Give him an elbow or two right there. And if you have to, you can even take him down to the ground. Boom, right there. We're being careful with the takedowns because there's some sharp, pointy rocks sticking out right here. I don't want Tom to be falling hard on one of these rocks. Maybe I'll show you at the end of the video what we're training on. Some of these rocks are kind of hidden. All right, so once again, we come in. Boom, we're stepping into that. Give him that strong knee, maybe a hack. Boom, give him that elbow, and then you can always come in, give him some of these takedowns, and then you can get out of there while he's trying to get up, dazed and confused. Second pretty common street attack. This could be when somebody's just kind of rushing into you. Maybe they want to push you or grab you and try to control this range. Now, it's really important that we respond very quickly on this. Because what I find is that when people start to grab you or what's coming right after it? Punch. Boom! That old haymaker, right? Or that old straight rear hand, right? a lot of power in that, so we got to take care of this right away. So we got to counter his ability, or their ability, to get that punch off. So as soon as he puts his hands on me, boom, I got to make sure I trap his hands really quickly. Doesn't matter which hand we do this with, we just got to make sure he doesn't pull his hand back and then be able to start, boom, hitting me and all that stuff, right? So we got to be pretty quick. It's got to be a fast response. Boom, right here, boom, right into the eyes, right there. Right? This is where in Kali we have this open hand jab. I don't care if you want to go open hand jab right to the face, or you go bam and you punch him with a closed fist to the face. You got to hit him. Okay? And again, what are we doing? We're moving forward. We're being proactive in our self-defense. Okay? We're not necessarily waiting for anything. I don't want to sit there, he grabs me, and then like, well, I'm in an argument. No, please don't hurt me. This person put their hands on you. They attempted to put their hands on you. You got to act now. So as soon as those mittens come up, boom, bam, right there. And then what do? You can come in, smash these off of you, clear them off, and then if you want to, you can go into some takedowns, maybe hit him once or twice, make sure he doesn't get back up, and then get out of there. Third common attack on the streets that you might be up against is that old kind of freight train slam into them, come in for that tackle, right? They're coming in, boom, they're going to try to like double leg you. But it's probably not going to be a good technique with a good shoot, head up, right? People are just going to go in viscerally. They're mad at you. They're mad at the world. Who knows what happens? Who knows why it triggers them off? And they're just like, what? And then they're going to go boom, right? And try to take you down. Look, the takedown, it doesn't need to be the best technique on the street. It just needs to get you off your feet and maybe your head slammed into the ground. It doesn't have to be this perfect shoot and everything, right? If you're on the ground, your head hits the curb or something like that, even with lousy technique, I don't think you're going to be, worried about critiquing this person's takedown technique or not, when your head's split open on the concrete. The important thing that we have to do is we got to stop this takedown. And we're going to go right there back into that natural defense. You can notice how like our hands are always coming up. So as he's coming in for that shoot, I got to get my hands up, boom, right there. And I want to go ahead and jar him. A little bit of a sprawl so that way we get our legs as far away from him as we possibly can. We're coming off to that side a little bit. And I want to isolate one side of his body. I'm right here on the shoulder, maybe on the collarbone, and the other side is going right into his neck. There might be enough force right there that maybe if you, hit that neck just right with the forearm, maybe it'll cause a knockout, maybe it won't. I'm not going to, count on it, but it could. But either way, we got to stop that force. It comes in, boom, we get our legs out just like that. Now, the thing I probably don't want to do right away is give him a knee because he's already looking for the legs. So we want to make sure we're hitting him where he's not able to see it coming. So as he comes out, boom, bam, right there, right down, dropping the elbow right on the base of their neck. That can definitely be a lights out, man. If you have to, you drive a few elbows down on the base of his neck. So he comes in, we sprawl that thing out, boom, boom, and then we get out of there very, very quickly. You don't even need to look back and admire your work. There we have it, 3 natural defensive, working off of that flinch reaction against some of those common street attacks. That haymaker coming in could be dangerous. You don't want to get hit by it. That grab that can turn into just a pummel bash on your face. Got to stop their hands from them able to cock back and get those strikes off. And then that old bulldog freight train right up the center line tackle. You got to make sure you counter that so that you don't end up getting knocked back on your back. Maybe your head hitting the ground, hitting the curb, hitting a rock or something like that. And then you're really fighting for your life because, you get knocked out. Who knows what this person's going to be doing to you, right? So this is why we got to make sure we're training this stuff. You got to train it, start slow, build the technique, and then start picking up the intensity. Start throwing some gloves on if you can, and really have your attacker really start going for it. And you got to get in there, right? Everything's about going in, and everything's about getting it done as quickly as possible. All right, this is self-defense, guys. This isn't fighting. We're not looking to hang around, be fighting this person for a round. All right, we got to get the technique in, get that opening for us to escape, and then take it and get out of there. That is the self-preservation. That is self-defense training. Not sitting here out here, in a boxing match, trying to slip, can he punch me in the face? He can't punch me in the face. Look, that's all good, and those are really important skills to have in the martial arts. But chances are, in a real attack, it's going to be an ambush. It's going to be fast, right? We got to have that environmental awareness, situational awareness. It's just going to be really, really fast and unexpected. Okay, so train this out. Let me know in the comments below, which of these 3 moves do you like the best? And how would you do these moves differently? Maybe you got a different bag of techniques from a different martial arts that you train, and what kind of moves would you be following up with against these 3 types of attacks? I love hearing your guys' idea, and then maybe what we'll do is we'll take some of the best ideas that we hear, and we'll make a video and we'll try them. We'll take your ideas and we'll put them to a little bit of a test and have some fun with it. So that way you guys can start, seeing how, maybe can we pull off your ideas. All right, let's kind of, have some fun with that, right?
Have some fun with it.
That'd be kind of fun. All right, guys, make sure to hit the thumbs up button on this one. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. If you're not already, it's free to do it. Just hit that subscribe button. Make sure your bell is clicked so that you get notified on every single new video that we come on out with here at College Center. And get some training done outside, my friends. Get it done outside, right? It's hot out, it's cold out, sunny out, rainy out. Doesn't matter what it is, because if it's self-defense training, you got to train in all the conditions. All right, we'll see you back here next time at the College Center channel. Thanks a lot, Tom.
Thank you.
Make sure you guys say hi to Tom in the comments below and give him a thanks for getting dirty. We'll see you guys next time.